Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/thenerdcore. Over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.
Hello, nerds. You're listening to an episode on the Nerdcore podcast feed. If you're feeling generous, please consider pledging to a tier on our Patreon at patreon.com/thenerdcore. We have tiers as low as $1 per month. Thanks so much, and enjoy the episode.
Hey everyone, before we can get into today's episode, I need to talk to you all about Anchor. Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast and is the platform I've been using for over 2 years. Anchor is easy because it's free, includes creation tools on your tablet or phone from the get-go, rewards creators with sponsorships with no minimum listenership, and best of all, they distribute your podcast to places like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and many more. So if you want to make a podcast, you should download the Anchor app or visit anchor.fm. Now let's get into today's episode. I guess you could call this take two. But yeah. So, Nerd Chicano Show, episode 41. Sorry Luis can't be here. It's sad. I have to do this with Brad. So, an extra day that I have to have him on here. But it's fine. We tried to do this episode yesterday, but it sadly was not how it should have gone because internet problems. But we're here. We're doing this right now. I'm back on my old microphone, by the way, so I'm sorry if this doesn't sound as beautiful as ever. But this is my SM48. I think it actually sounds pretty good, right, Brett?
It sounds good to me.
Yeah. So this is the Nerd Chicano Show, the only show hosted by two land lovers. But today there's not another land lover, there's only one. And our white friend, Brad. The white friend.
The token white guy.
Token white guy, yeah. Yeah. So cool thing about this new setup, I'm actually using my comfortable chair, so I don't really have to break my back sitting on my computer chair. So it's actually pretty cool, man. Just here sitting back and chillaxing.
Yeah, as long as Eric doesn't barge through.
Oh, I locked my door. Nobody's coming in right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So no one better come through right now, because if somebody starts knocking on, I'm gonna have to scream right now. Hey, I'm recording. But how you been, Brad?
Been okay. Last night, probably not the best of a recording ever.
No, last night we were trying to go back. Last night was a hard one. I started questioning going back to old methods.
I mean, last night's episode the quality was worse than the first 15 episodes, which was bad.
Well,
it was just bad.
I just want to say something. The quality isn't bad on my end. It's on your end where it's really bad, because you sound like there's some points where you cut out, but there's some moments where you sound really clear, and that's the part that sucks. That on your end you were hearing me badly, but on my end, everything was kind of crystal clear. There was just those moments where you weren't responding because I was all there on your end,
Yeah, you. It was like I was stuck in the past while you kept going. It's just like,
yeah,
I'm listening to Raul say something for like 20 minutes, and he only said like 3 words.
Yeah, man. So Brad's here because he has a sub in. So Luis had to, go get oral surgery for his wisdom teeth removal. But it's okay. Everything's good. And this has been quite the week, man. It's we're gonna be talking about a lot of stuff today, but we're gonna end today with an interview with the directors of Bad CGI Sharks. So it's pretty cool. We're gonna have them on in a little bit, but for now we're just gonna kind of shoot the shit a little bit until we do the interview. So, God, man, it's been tough, man. It's been a tough week. I was betrayed by my own stomach, and today I woke up and I was betrayed once again. So,
Ooh.
Yeah, Moctezuma's revenge, as Brad says.
Man, I thought you were staying away from that country fried steak.
No. Like, yesterday, I ate pretty, light, man. I just ate my breakfast, and then I ate my pho for lunch, and then they brought pizza for the workers at the what's it called, at the hotel. So I only ate 2 slices. I didn't overdo it. And when I came home, I didn't eat anything else. Wake up today, just
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah. So
Yeah.
today I've only ate chicken and sausage. That's it. So that's how it's been a tough time. By the way, thank you for being on the Gamer Core. You can guys go listen to that episode, and also episode 4 of Unstructured is up, so you guys can go listen to that. That's pretty cool. I listened to it already, bro.
Chimichangas.
Yeah. So thanks for covering for me, man. My asshole thanks it.
I think Ashley did most of the heavy lifting, but
Yeah.
I got in my few jabs here and there.
Yeah, even though there's audio issues in the episode, I can still listen to what you're saying, and it's kind of making me laugh. So
Yeah, we gotta figure out. And it's not even quality thing. It's just getting the right
levels.
I guess volume. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like you have no idea how bad I wish I was there in person to just control that thing while she's recording. But it's like I don't know what I have to do, man. It sucks, man, because like I'm over here, I have the thing, I have mixer right in front of me, and I know how to work it. But I know that thing is like foreign to her, so I wish that I was there helping her with that mixer. But maybe one day I'll go to LA and be over there.
Well, we'll get it
Yeah.
eventually. We
Yeah.
always do.
Yeah. Bunch of cool stuff. Been I bunch of cool stuff that I cannot talk about until well, this is Sunday. Sunday this when this goes up, so you guys should be Patreon supporters. I'm sorry. Oh wait, Patreon supporters, you guys already should be watching this when it premieres at night for you guys. But the first trailer for the official trailer for Beyond the River is coming on Saturday. Everybody else gets to watch it on Saturday night for the Patreon supporters, Sunday night for the public. So that's gonna be up. But Brad, what'd you think about the poster and the still?
I liked it. I liked the still a lot.
Yeah.
Great lighting on it, and I really enjoyed the poster too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't wait to see what you created.
Yeah, I'm really excited, dude. I'm really excited, and I know that Alex is just as excited. This is his first film he's ever done. He's ever edited before, so yeah, we're pretty stoked over here to be doing this, and it's been a wild ride, man. It's been a wild ride, but I really can't wait for you guys to watch this next week. The film will be premiering. We're gonna be doing a premiere event on YouTube. We're gonna be doing it on the Cyclops Film YouTube channel. And the premiere thing on YouTube, it's basically like you get to watch it as it's uploaded, so everybody watches it in real time, and you guys can chat with us, and you can talk with us, and you can point out stuff you like, stuff you didn't like, whatever. It's gonna be a pretty cool thing, and hopefully everybody gets to make it to that thing. It'll be on YouTube, so that's pretty cool. That's happened this week. What's been going on with you? How's the dog, by the way?
Nah, she's good. Still kind of insane, but good. You know how puppies are.
Yeah,
but
puppies.
yeah, it's going good. I saw that post on 2 years of the Nerd Course.
Almost 2 years,
So,
man.
that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, almost 2 years. We'll be going into phase 3 in September, dude.
Yeah, that and the Macy Williams news. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
cool.
We were sponsored by Thinking Big with Macy Williams podcast. You guys can listen to that ad in the beginning. So that's pretty cool, man. I really like that. That's pretty cool. I don't know how long that will last because remember we had to skim for a while, but these are probably ads that last for a couple of months, and then we'll go back to only having Anchor. But I'm just glad that we got the chance.
I'm okay with that because I can still say that I got sponsored by Arya Stark. So.
True.
Fuck everyone else.
Yeah, a girl has no name, but she has a podcast, right? Oh man.
Indeed.
It's been a wild ride, man. Phase 3 will be, dude. I've been thinking about it, like Phase 2 has been pretty good, man. Phase 3 is gonna be wild.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna branch out and start the Nerd Clan, and we're just gonna do professional gaming.
Yeah, we're gonna all the people who said that we're stretching ourselves too thin, they're about to get what's it called proved wrong because we're about to make ourselves stretched even more thin, right?
I don't feel stretched thin. I mean, it's just I got time, so
yeah.
I think it's just juggling stuff, and as long as you're willing to do it and put the work in, whatever.
Yeah, imagine if I had an internet connection that it was good. Imagine the amount of work I'd be putting.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We already have plans to start streaming
We'd already be
and start
streaming.
getting that up.
What are you talking about? We'd be on like episode 25 of the Nerdcore live show by now if I had good internet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Your internet is kind of delayed a bit, but
Yeah.
we'll get past that shit.
Yeah. My hair would be recovering from turning green already.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, but
Same.
yeah, that my hair will be turning green in about like 2 weeks, guys. So let me get back to Houston. I'll dye it. We'll do the first episode of the Nerdcore live show. That should be pretty cool, man.
And keep getting those Patreon supporters because at some point I get to shave my beard off.
Yeah. So I believe that's 20 supporters. So right now we're at 8. We hit 10 at one point, and I gotta come out for to do what we gotta do. But keep becoming Patreon supporters. Patreon supporters listen to these episodes day early. They get a bunch of cool stuff early before anybody else. I mean, you just found out that like they're gonna get to see the trailer for Beyond the River before anybody else, man. So that's gonna be pretty cool. You get to see the movie before anybody else, so that's pretty cool too. So
also, they need to check out the site.
Oh yeah, the site's pretty awesome, man. We've been doing a lot of cool stuff with the site. We run blog posts. We're doing right now. It's slow because my asshole's been tearing me apart, but it's we're gonna go ahead and get there soon. We're gonna go see what we can do. I'm gonna start watching what's it called, Glow season 3. So probably before we do a audio review, we'll do a written review of Glow season 3.
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah, I wish we could. I wish I had the time to do like a recap and do like season 1 and season 2 reviews and then season 3 on the site. But I can't wait to watch Glow after we're done here. I'm gonna go ahead and start that. It's been I've been waiting for that, and I'm really really excited to see what those ladies get to do in Vegas.
Eat.
So we're just kind of killing time, so we basically got to go for this interview.
Oh, we still gotta talk about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh yeah, we did our review of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I forgot. I promised you all I'd give you all my thoughts on Lion King today because we didn't do it last episode because we were kind of hurrying up, but just giving you my giving you.
You could do a write up of that.
Oh man, that would be too angry of a write up. I'll give my spoiler thoughts then on a write up, but non spoiler. I didn't like the movie, and I'm pretty content not having read this movie. So, that being said, since the last time I watched it, since the day after I watched it, I haven't thought about this movie. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep it like that for a bit, and just forget this even existed because this movie was just not the movie I thought we would get. So, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, though, by the way, that was great. We did a review for that on so you guys should be already listening to that. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I know Luis really enjoyed it too. I wish he was here to talk about it, but he's not. And he has it at like 3 or 4 of his favorite movies of the year. So that's pretty cool.
Oh wow.
Mine is at number 5 right now. And Brad, what's it called? I don't know what your rankings are right now, man, but I
have no idea. I haven't really been keeping track.
Yeah, that's why Letterboxd is a great tool, man. I'm telling you. But you've watched a lot. We have watched a lot, man. You watched. I mean, we've since the beginning of the year. We did Glass. We did Captain Marvel. We did Avengers Endgame. We did Shazam.
Spider-Man Far From Home.
Spider-Man Far From Home. Anything else? I know.
Into the Spider-Verse, was that this year or last year?
No, that was last year. That was last year, my friend. But yeah, it's look. You'll have time to think of a ranking because we're gonna do an update after. I think once I get back, because officially summer will be over once I start classes for me. So I guess we can do our updated list for now, and then when the year ends is when we do our top 10 of the year. So it's gonna be pretty cool, and we'll see what is the best summer movie that came out this year. Because remember we did one like that too. We talked about how Solo was one of our favorites. For sure. I think it's tied between 2 movies for me. But
I'm guessing one's Midsommar.
No. I think it's honestly a tie between
Actually,
one.
no?
I think one. Well, no, because when I think summer movie, I mean like a summer like a fucking like a hit movie.
What? Well, you understand it's called Midsummer. So it's like
Midsommar, yeah.
midsummer.
Yeah, Midsommar. Yeah, well, I mean, Midsommar would if I was being like, like okay, like a movie I watched during the summer. But if I'm looking at like the idea of a summer movie is those blockbusters that hit during the summer, and are the ones who make the actual summer movie. What's it called?
Well,
Season. So
now, I'm looking at a list now. We have watched quite a few. I
yeah.
watched Alita Battle Angel,
Alita. I know. I
Avengers
probably think
Endgame.
if I am guessing, I think Alita's got to be like around top 5 for you for the year so far.
Yeah, probably. It's really good. Other than the ending kind of. It's like, but Beautiful Boy,
Beautiful
The
Boy.
Dirt.
When did Beautiful Boy come out?
That's what they have on this list.
Beautiful Boy got a wide.
Glass.
Beautiful Boy got a wide release in 2019. I thought that was 2018. That's why he qualified for.
All right.
That's why he
Never
qualified.
mind.
Yeah.
So this is 2019 in film, but he has Grave of the Fireflies on here. Like what?
Yeah. I think.
Bruh.
Yeah, I think Beautiful Boy got a wide release last year. That's why he was qualified for Oscars.
Oh, yours is probably Us.
No, my.
Really?
I guess I could like. Sorry. Right, if I can remember
Shazam.
off the top of my head. Oh, I already said it. I
Ooh,
already.
Detective Pikachu.
Yeah, I already talked about this. I said on Saturdays. What's it called on the Once Upon a Time review. My list from bottom to top. It goes Godzilla King of the Monsters. I only have 8 right now, by the way. Godzilla King of the Monsters. Glass. What's it called? Under the Silver Lake. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. High Life. Us. Midsommar, and Climax. That's my 8 right now. Yeah,
Right now,
number one is the Climax, of course. God, I fucking loved Climax. I need to do a write up for that one when I rewatch it because God, I Climax was so trippy, and I loved it. Alex Alm loved it too, and that one's. I'm glad I bought the digital copy of that, but I do need to get the Blu-ray for that one because it's just so fucking trippy. But yeah. I haven't finished the top 8. By the way, High Life is the one with Robert Pattinson in it, directed by Claire Denis. Freaking awesome. That's one of my favorite performances by Robert Pattinson. He's just like, he's not as great in the Rover as in the Rover, but I mean, you can just feel all the fucking dread of him just being in that movie. In High Life, so he's freaking awesome in that one. All right, so I think we're gonna go ahead and finish up here, but I'm gonna go ahead and save the conversation about El Paso for next week when I actually do have Luis on here. But I do want to say that I offer my condolences to everybody in El Paso. It's been a tough time, guys, and what's it called? I hate to say thoughts and prayers, so I'm not gonna say that. I'm just gonna say that my heart is with you all, and you're doing everything you can right now, and I think that it shows. And the condolences are to the family and to the people of El Paso, and yeah, it's a hard world out there, and I hope that this week we've been able to kind of make you all forget about the terrible things that go on in our world. Well, not forget, but at least kind of take a break from the bullshit in the world, man. Because it's a hard world, man. And I know you always say, Brad, why do I watch sad movies? Why would you watch sad movies if the world's already sad? But when I watch movies that I do, I kind of just take myself out of my world that I'm living in, and I go to experience another one, and I forget about the things that are happening right now, and I focus on the things that are happening in the screen. So whether it's sad or a happy movie, at least I get to forget about the things. At least I get to not ignore. I guess I just get to escape from the things that are going on in the world right now.
No, I think that's always been the point of entertainment.
Oh, of course, yeah.
It's a form of escape.
It's a form of escape. It is an art form, and you learn from it, and it entertains you, and it's also just it's a good time. And I think we're gonna have a good time when we go ahead and go into our interview here with the directors of Bad CGI Sharks. So this is the first interview ever on this show with people who actually matter in this world. So it's
Hey. Hey.
No.
Oh, the Nerdy Chicano show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Nerdy
I forgot
Chicano.
what show I was on.
Yeah. No, the Nerdy Chicano show. And by the way, when I say matter, I don't mean like in like that way. I mean like in a industry talk when we talk about like movies and stuff. Like these are people who are actually creating movies. So we're gonna get to talk to these directors and go ahead and gonna send you off in a little bit. So go ahead and enjoy the pre-taped interview of our talk with the directors of Bad CGI Sharks. All right, let's go ahead and send you in. All right, man. So we're just gonna start. Go ahead and start here, man. So, dude, welcome to this show. This is not the actual main show, dude. This is one of the sub shows on here, but you guys chose we chose Friday to do this. So you're on the Nerdy Chicano, and you're the first ever interview on this show that is not somebody who is my. Yeah. So this
But
is
they
your.
ended up with the host from the main show.
Yeah, you ended up with the host of the main show. Usually, the guy who does this show with me, he's out right now because he got oral surgery for his wisdom teeth, so he can't be here to talk to you guys. We wanted Julia to be on here, who's the person who got me connected to you guys, but she can't be here. It's way too late over there in Brazil for her to be in here, so it's yeah. So look, man, welcome. I've got the directors of Bad CGI Sharks here. We're gonna go ahead and talk with them a little bit here, as I already talked to you guys. We did a little bit of shooting the shit before. We're gonna go ahead and talk about the movie here, but let's go ahead and have you guys introduce yourselves first.
I'm Matthew.
I am Jason.
And I am Mateo.
All right, and
Collectively known.
Yes.
So, man, you guys made this movie called Bad CGI Sharks, dude. And, yeah, go ahead and tell us a little bit about this movie, dude.
We have been together for 10 years trying to get something to click. Always wanted to do a movie, always was obsessed with the art form. And we binge watch a lot of the terrible, endless deluge of sharksploitation flicks that are out there, usually disappointed in them. The idea came to Mateo one day, just offhanded comment, said, what if we made it called Bad CGI Sharks? A dumb little joke, but it stuck. And serendipitously, when he had an old buddy visit from Italy, he brought a friend along who said they were a audio-visual squad, if you will, working on music videos.
Yeah.
We're looking to come to America to get a project to showcase their skills. We needed a crew to help us, and it was Peanut Butter Jelly. We've never looked back since then.
Awesome. So, it's pretty cool to be talking to some fellow filmmakers on here, man. I'm a filmmaker myself. Finishing up my hopefully my last 3 semesters at film school, and then we'll see what goes on there. But yeah, I'm also almost done with a short that I'm putting out right now. So it's pretty cool. It's not about sharks. I wish it was about sharks, but
So
it's not about sharks. So Brad and I, we already watched this trailer, man. So here's the funny thing. Julia talked about, she was watching this movie. I can't remember what it was, but she told me, like, Raul, here, watch these movies. It's a Revenge of the Killer Tomatoes, and then this other shark movie. Oh. And then all of a sudden, I get a reply from some people called Bad CGI Sharks, linking the trailer. By the way, great marketing, guys. That's what we do over here at the Nerd Corps, so we need to do. So, hey, I applaud you guys for just throwing in the link there in the middle of a conversation. Yeah.
I will machine gun our trailer to any tweet that has the word shark movie in it.
Yeah. Brad, you do it. Back in your Till days, Brad, you used to do the same thing. Anything that was related to music, you just drop and comment in there and just.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's great, man.
We even got trending Austin Carlisle's penis. So, I mean,
are commenting like, stop making shark movies, and I'll tweet to them too. You just tweet to people that say they hate shark movies, you get good responses there too.
Yeah. So you guys sent the trailer. I obviously, because I didn't follow you guys, I wasn't going to get the notification to that. So and I just kind of scroll through my notifications sometimes, and I didn't notice it. So then Julia sends me a message on Messenger, on Facebook Messenger. She's like, goes, watch that trailer they told you guys. And goes, it's actually pretty funny. And she said, I'm thinking we should bring these guys on the show. I love how Julia says, I think we should bring them on like if she's one of the hosts of the show. But she's not. She's just a friend of the show that's always coming on. But we love you, Julia. And I think we're doing this interview because you magically made this happen. So it's pretty fun.
Boop, and here we are.
Yeah. You've got a fan in Brazil, man. Julia's awesome, and she sent me that trailer, and so I watched it, and first thing she told me, Raul, I know you're usually the guy who likes a lot of serious movies. Goes, but watch this trailer, but don't take it seriously. And I said, okay. So then I watched it, and I'm like, dude, should I be on shrooms watching this or some shit, man? This looks like some good stuff, man.
We encourage drug use during the watching of our movie.
Oh, man, yeah. And I watched it, I'm like, holy hell, this actually looks pretty fun. This is something I might want to watch. I know you guys just put out the VHS tapes, and there's a Blu-ray release for it. What's it called? Yeah, we'll go ahead and have the link to all that in the description for the notes for the episode. But yeah, is there anywhere we can find that?
Well, unfortunately, we did just put up our limited edition Blu-rays and VHSs, but they sold out in like just under 4 days. So we will be moving towards, that was just the first wave. We'll be moving towards a wide release from our company, SRS Cinema, our distributor.
Yeah.
We don't have the exact details. I believe he's shooting for early 2020, but obviously we want to get onto, everyone's asking us about streaming, which is an easy way to see it. So many people have been telling me to get on streaming, DVDs, hopefully chain stores. Again, we don't have the final information, but we are, I think, looking for next year the wide release. This was just the first wave, but we're very blessed because they sold out so quickly, so there is interest in it.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. By the way, I mean, I gotta hand it to you guys for doing the physical media first. Not a lot of people do that. I'm a lover of physical media. I have my Blu-ray collection in the back. I won't turn on this camera for you to see it, but because I'm looking disgusting because I've been sick this whole week. But I'm a big lover of physical media, and but you know the boy's broke right now, so I couldn't really pick up a Blu-ray copy. But I will watch this when it comes out in the wide release. So
hell yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, I want to know about you boys, man. Where you guys from? When did you guys get into film?
Me and Matthew, my brother, are originally from New Jersey.
All right.
Matteo is from Italy.
I am.
You can tell by the very light accent he has when he speaks.
Yes.
And we have been Majama for
about 12 years now, trying to pump out any form of media from books to cartoons to TVs to skits to scripts.
desperately clinging at anything that might click, but it wasn't until Sharks we got a chance to do an actual full-on movie.
We decided to just kind of take it into our own hands and make something that we can put out there to kind of sell ourselves and what we can do after so long of just not getting any
Response. Yes.
Yeah.
Respect, really.
Yes, that too.
We still don't have that, but
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna try to speak Italian. I took what's it called? I know Spanish, so I can understand a little bit of the Italian, and that's why I
Right.
could But I'm a huge fan of Italian neorealism, and some of the directors from that
Oh, okay.
movement: Federico Fellini, Roberto Rossellini, Pier Paolo Pasolini. Some of my favorite directors, man. So it's awesome that you're from Italy, dude. And that's
Yeah,
a
they're all directors that end in ini.
Yes.
Ini, yes,
It's a
Ini.
very Fellini,
Yeah.
Pasolini, Rossellini.
This whole
Yeah.
subgenre.
Yes.
Yeah, the Ini genre. Yeah, but hey, man, those are the three biggest directors from that movement, dude. One of my
Oh,
favorite,
yes, absolutely.
one of my favorite movies of all time is Mama Roma. That's one of my favorites of all time,
Okay.
dude. Yeah, I cry every
Alright.
single time with that ending, dude. But that's awesome that you're from Italy and New Jersey, man. Represent. That's our when I check my analytics, dude, on our podcast. That's where most of our listeners come from. So
Really?
yeah.
Jersey!
Represent NJ, man. Brad, you want to go ahead and get a question in here, dude? I don't want to just be taking up all the time.
They kind of went through some
Yeah,
of these, like
Brad, what's
how
your
the idea
question,
formed for
Brad?
this movie. Okay, were there any setbacks during this movies, guys?
the entire film was a setback.
Yes.
The setback is the fact
Damn.
that film exists.
Yes.
Shockingly, for such a six-person, $6,000 production, I don't have too many, if any, horror stories.
Everything really fell into place serendipitously from assembling the crew and the cast. I mean, we had some ups and downs with finding places, but for the most part, it really kind of fell into play. We even edited this thing back and forth across Italy,
Japan.
even Japan too. Our DP Alessandro was kind of going back and forth for a while. So
Japan, Italy, and U.S. for the editing process of this.
we made it work, and for some reason or somehow it went pretty smoothly for the most part.
And the only setback I can think of are the people of Laguna Beach.
Yes, yeah, fuck them. we bought had to get a permit for the beach, so we paid to be on Laguna Beach. But that permit just simply means you can film there. Doesn't mean they section it off or even have a fucking orange cone or anything. They just let people wander by willy-nilly, jumping around and prancing in bathing suits like it's a friggin' summer of love while we're trying to get a shot in.
So yes, that was a little complicated. But
So fuck the people on Laguna Beach on that day. It's in our credits. If you watch the movie, we actually say fuck them in the credits.
Oh man, yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, we allowed to curse? Sorry, I forgot to ask.
Oh no, man, you are
Oh yeah.
allowed.
Oh yeah, completely.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Oh, loud and clear.
yes.
Loud and clear, bro. You can go ahead and curse all you want on here, man. We throw
Okay,
around.
that's what I want to hear. So other than those dumb fucking cock swallowing cunts on Laguna Beach, other than that, everything was fucking smooth sailing.
Yeah.
Don't hide your sentiment. Say it as it is.
Yeah. Tell them how you really feel, bro. Tell them how you really feel. Look, man. It's a
Don't sugarcoat it.
you what's it called?
I just wanted to make sure we gave enough profanity for them to be, the quote that we had on the show.
Although the person who actually gave us the permit, it was fantastic. The woman at the who's
Marianne
Tracy.
You remember that?
I remember it because we watched the credits of our own movie obsessively.
Of course. She was absolutely a delight to work with.
Yes,
All
so
right.
just the
Yeah.
beach patrons.
So that balances the whole thing.
Yeah. Did you guys ever try to get them out of the shot? Like you're like, hey guys, we're trying to film something.
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Can you get the fuck out of the way?
Yeah.
Yep.
At a certain point, we were just surrounded,
Yes.
just with kids and families, and there was just moving the camera, spinning constantly, and it was just a constant battle to get people out of the shot, people from wandering in the shot.
Plus, our huge crew were 3 people in front of the camera and 3 behind. So we didn't really have that much room for wiggle.
We sent our producer out to go and try and block people off, but half the time I think they just didn't listen.
No.
Like,
people
yeah,
don't care.
whatever, movie. I got to do my hot yoga.
Yeah. Yeah. I got to go pump the iron on Laguna Beach, man. Yeah.
Exactly.
By the way, I wanted to know, did you ever have anybody like come into the shot and come and check out your camera or something? That's always a horror
No,
story.
luckily-
That's always a fear of mine that like when I'm filming
Because-
something, somebody will come to touch the camera or something.
No, luckily enough, the camera was always in the capable hands of Alessandro Arcidiacono. And he's a big guy. You go and touch his camera, he's going to punch you in the middle of the eyes.
Yes.
So probably not. that at least we got lucky with that.
All right, I need to get Alessandro on this show. I want to talk to him. That's awesome. Oh man, we're probably talking about like sometimes he had to punch somebody out because they went to come touch the camera. But dude, that's incredible that you were able to make this film. Even though some people would think that like, even though some people think like these aren't really the movies you like see around these days all that much, but it's still awesome. You guys did something that a lot of people don't have the courage to do, and that is create. Not a lot of people want to create even though they have the idea in their brains. So I go ahead and applaud you guys for doing it, man. And
Thank you.
That's actually the spirit of the movie, too, so that
Yes.
means a lot to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm always telling people like, it doesn't matter if you have like a big camera or anything. Just like you've got something, you got that idea in your brain. Like go out and fucking create, dude. Make something. The
Stuff, yeah.
yeah, the longer you delay it, the longer the process is being put to waste.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we were lucky because originally the idea was just like to do it, I don't want to say with iPhones, but just like a step up. But the fact that we found out Alessandro and Emilio, who are our 2 Italian friends, and they do that professionally, they brought it also professional equipment and everything. So the movie looks good.
They brought us up to such a level we didn't think we
Yes.
could possibly achieve.
Because we've watched a lot of garbage.
Yeah.
Yes.
We thought we could at
connoisseurs.
least equal the garbage. We were able to float above the garbage thanks to Emmy and Ali's technical proficiency.
Like
Yes.
a layer of scum.
Yes, like the layer of pond scum on the top of the water. That's bad CGI shark.
Yes.
Yeah. When I told Brad about this movie, Brad said that this looks like Sharknado but better. So
Oh yeah, we approve, baby. Hell yeah.
seal of approval, man. Yeah, Brad, go ahead and get something else in here, man, or go ahead and interrupt me to ask something. This is the Nerd Chicano show, but you know you're allowed in here for the for now.
Oh, thanks, Raul. Did you guys happen to use any drone cameras?
No, actually, we didn't.
We didn't.
Damn it!
We floated the idea for a second, but then we decided not to because nobody knew exactly how to use them, and so it would have probably been too much time to try to learn how to do that. And
But parts of the movie do drone on Waka Waka.
Oh,
yes,
oh, bad
yes.
puns. You could have dive bombed the people of Laguna Beach though with it. That would have been something.
Just drop it on them.
Maybe for
yes.
next
That's an
time.
excellent idea, Brad.
Oh, the drone accidentally fell on that couple. Yes.
We could fill the drone with bird shit first, and then just assault these goddamn bastards.
Yes.
Yeah. In the sequel, just do Shark Attacks Laguna Beach, and just do a whole point where
Yes.
somebody's trying to film a movie, and then it suddenly the shark that's being filmed actually becomes real and comes and attacks everybody on Laguna Beach.
Yes.
Now, that was going to be a question of mine too.
Sharks-
Was there going to be a bad CGI Sharks 2?
God willing,
We hope.
we absolutely 100% want to do the sequel. Are not done with the characters. We just got to see how this whole wacky ride rides out. Yeah.
It's there are two elements that need to converge. One is hopefully if the public likes it,
They seem to so far.
and so far we've been lucky enough to do that.
Mhm.
And the second one is this thing called money that apparently
What is that?
I don't know, but it looks. I heard that it's something that we need to make movies,
Yeah.
something like that.
I don't know
So-
about money. I'm broke, like I said. What's it called? I was gonna say other
Sell blood, Raul. Sell blood.
sell blood, right? Sell blood or throw some ass
Or
on the corner.
semen.
Yeah.
Get on the corner, Raul.
Oh man. Look, man. Look,
Get
Brad.
on the court, work that booty.
Yeah. Go
Something
ahead and
like
throw an ass on the corner. But look, man, I was gonna say, other than shark exploitation films, is there any other genres that you guys are hoping to venture into?
Our next one will probably be kind of a horror takeoff. Definitely, my two counterparts here are huge fans of that genre.
Yeah.
Probably not that I don't like it, but I feel like they more so than me delve into the horror,
But I
ghost,
think
supernatural.
anything we write is going to be a comedy at its
Yes,
heart.
it's always
That's
always
what
a
we
comedy.
always come back to and what we
Mhm.
love to write. So I think no matter what
We
genre
can't be
do,
serious. We
Yeah.
have to have the jokes in there. We want to make people laugh. So no matter what we do, it's going to be a comedy at the core, and then probably subgenres on top of that.
Yeah.
But I think it would literally kill us if we tried to write completely seriously.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, you're doing the things that you guys want to do, so I can't blame you guys there, man. You know, you got to do what you guys want to do. For me, you know, I like the serious stuff. I don't know how to be funny when I'm writing, so I use this podcast to be funny. So that's the only way I can do some comedy on here. So yeah,
He thinks he's funny.
yeah.
Nah.
I think I am, Brad. By the way, Brad,
That's all that matters.
you're fired, Brad. So you know you want to hop out the
You fire me every week. That's okay.
yeah. You're fired, man.
We're not locker at the club.
Yeah, Brad. This is the last time you ever make an appearance on any podcast. You're done here. But look, man, I want to go ahead and get the last couple questions in here. I'll do one more, and then Brad, you can do one. How about Brad? How about you do one, and I'll do one more, and then we'll go ahead and say goodbye here.
Okay. I guess I'll go with. Do you have any advice for future filmmakers?
As simple as it sounds, it's a lesson that we learned. You have to just do it. Now, granted, we were in kind of a serendipitous situation where we had people beautifully sync up to come help us with our technical crew, but the lesson, as cliched it is right, and Raul was saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Just get the idea out of your head. I think so many of us so desperately want to be massive, huge, revolutionary game changers that if it's anything but, we don't try. But you just have to get the words on the paper, get the shot on the screen. Just start it. Just do your idea. As simple and cliche as it sounds, you just have to get it out of your head and into reality.
And possibly try to write a smart for not that we did, but because we are not, but try to write keeping very, very well aware of what you can and can't do.
Yes, we wrote to our strengths because we're
Yeah.
not actors, and I think based on the responses so far, we halfway pulled it off. But that's only because we took so much attention to detail to be like, okay, what type of character can you play? What are your strengths of being funny? And play to that.
And also practically what you don't write a crowd scene if you cannot afford a crowd.
Yes.
You don't write a chopper scene if you can't afford the chopper. So try to, if you have, and also if you have ideas and you're creative, you find the ways around that. You can still tell your idea around the money shots or something like that, and the final product will still shine.
And if none of that works, you can always go down on rich old men for the budget.
Yes.
Damn sure. Yeah, that's what I'm probably gonna have to do. All right, man. So that's awesome, dude. And let's go ahead and get the last final question in here. I do want to point out that this movie will probably come out next year, and how important is the distribution in here, man? Like, if you really want to get this on like theatrical release, or do you really want to do more like the streaming thing? Or is it one more important than the other, or do you like, hey, however it comes out?
Whatever they let us.
Yeah.
If they let us have a theatrical release, we'd take it. If we have streaming, we'll take it. We are not picky. If we wanted to do this for so long, we feel grateful for anyone who pays us a little bit of attention or gives us a chance to shine, which includes you guys, of course, for having us on. Right. But if it's possible, dude, we'll do it. We just want the widest possible audience and hopefully make a bunch of people laugh at our stupidity.
Yeah. All right. Well, next year we'll get you guys back on. We'll have you on the Nerdcore live show. That's where we like this. Do you think that this show is nonsense? That one's nonsense, like to the max. Like I believe we did what's it called?
I want the nonsense.
Oh yeah, man. On that show we talk about best shits we've ever taken. What's another one?
I love that topic.
Everybody on that show is always trying to pitch the porn core. We're not doing that. I don't know why you guys keep pitching for us to do the porn core. That's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. So look, man, this is the directors of Bad CGI Sharks. Go ahead and throw up the social media where they can find you guys at.
So I run our Twitter, which is just simply at Bad CGI Sharks. I try to stay incredibly active on there, so please don't hesitate to drop a comment or any questions. I'm on there all the time talking to our beloved fans, and my brother here runs
I run our Instagram, Bad CGI Sharks Movie. We have merch available on srscinemastore.com. SRS is our distributor. We have a Majama page for the three of us, which Mateo runs on Facebook.
And also we have, of course, a website that is badcgishark.com, where you can also write to us.
And also a whole bunch of fun GIFs on Giphy.com that can be used on Instagram and Messenger.
Awesome.
And Facebook.
Awesome.
Yeah, man. All right, look. All right, so now I got to do the part that I always hate to do, because I got to remember all the stuff that I got to plug in here. But let's go ahead and get into some housekeeping here. So, as always, if you did enjoy the episode, leave a rate and review on your podcast app of choice. It really does help the feed grow. Go ahead and follow the Nerdcore on Twitter at the Nerdcore _, Instagram at the Nerdcore, Facebook page the Nerdcore Pods. Also, join the official Nerdcore group on Facebook, the Nerdverse, the official Nerdcore group. Go and check out the site. We've been doing a lot of cool stuff on there, thenerdcore.com. Go check out the blog post. We did a review of The Boys Season 1, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the new film for Quentin Tarantino. Do all that cool stuff. A lot of stuff is on there. Yeah. Patreon supporters, thank you all. Your generosity is what keeps us afloat. Honestly, man, we wouldn't be as confident when we do these things if it wasn't for our incredible Patreon supporters, and especially the executive producers of the podcast, who you can follow on Twitter at Warlord Hitman 98 and on Instagram at Grayson Barker 98. Grayson, you're the OG. You're the first executive producer we've ever had on this podcast, so we thank you so much for that. Brad, you want to tell them about the second executive producer of this podcast? Because I cannot say those letters together because my tongue twists. I remind you all, English was not my first language.
You can follow our friend Shane at twitch.tv/SRRKK or his Twitter at SRRKK Twitch.
All right, cool. So this has been the Nerd Chicano Show. As always, we'll see you guys next time. I think next week might be a pre-taped episode because I got to move back to Houston, but I'm not sure. We'll see what's up. As always,
next there's internet. Thank God.
Shut up, Brad. Yeah. Look, man, I don't know how you, who lives in the middle of nowhere in Arizona, has better internet than me, who lives in one of the most populated cities in Texas. So whatever, man. It's I'm not gonna question it anymore. So it's been it's been the show that's hosted usually by two land lovers, but only one land lover is in here today. So, Brad, thank you for coming and joining us. And I want to thank the directors of Bad CGI Sharks. And I'll go ahead and see you guys on the next one. Everybody say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Fuck Brad.